He'll ride the back again here. And he will make the first down, tackled at the 26.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looking to pass this time. Lets it fly out of the wideout. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. It's an out route, the catch made. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
He's going to pull it down and run. The freshman QB shows his toughness, picks up the first down himself.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Jukes to get past a man. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Trojans will line up now. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, USC.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his second touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Went after, up and good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Proctor. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's got a receiver wide open here. They make the stop, but a big gain puts him in enemy territory. Ball spotted at the 48.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. Movement here from the tight end. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Defense is coming after him. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack. The Knights will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Needs a completion here on fourth down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Knights. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle and incomplete. Now it's second down here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Escapes the pocket. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
And nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
That run moves the ball across the 35.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Quarterback still with the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this third down. Direct snap to the back. That picks up a first down. They'll spot it at the 39.
Well, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on third down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a first down.
And the Trojans pick up enough yardage for a first down. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it go quickly. It is complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline.
Hey, great throw here by this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible history, going way back to Len Swan. He was a Steeler, but it all started when he wore that USC uniform. Keyshawn Johnson had a brilliant career. So did Robert Woods. And how about Amon-Ra St. Brown and the job that he did when he was at SC?
Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
And the Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Man, looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, SC. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets it started on the next drive. So it's 1st and 10 inside the 5. How does the coaching staff play this? Do they run the ball to get some breathing room, or will they trust the QB and be more aggressive here? The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half, and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Receiver in motion now. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackle, but first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder.
And here comes a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF.
Man, that's his 2nd touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession. Right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. He's looking deep here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Southern California. No chance to catch him.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake, and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's blocked. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Caught over the middle. It's Rhodes. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Knights looking to use the up-tempo offense here. But to pick up the third and short through the air. That's a strong stiff arm. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a first down.
Tries to get it to the running back. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup that you want to exploit, take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
Close to the tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Touchdown, Knights. This quarterback on fire today. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum. If this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
And the PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the USC offense is back out on the field. There was a one-play touchdown drive through the air last time. The defense makes some adjustments. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Finds an open target on the left side. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Costly holding penalty there. Backs him up 10 yards. 2nd down play coming up. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he'll be sacked back at the 2-yard line. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris. Is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
Backed up 3rd and long, looking to throw again. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Defense makes the stop after the completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Second down, looking to throw it. Looking for the wide out. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential four-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. Offense looking to throw the ball. The pass rush closing in. Using his legs on the scramble. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only is he pulled out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Fourth down, he's throwing for it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, UCF. And this national championship game is now dead even, Kirk. We're going to have a fun finish here.
Yeah, maybe I'm being hopeful, but this has the makings of an instant classic right now. The way these teams are matching each other at an elite level in the national championship, it's getting more advanced the further we go. I'm with you. Maybe it comes down to the wire.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Looks to the left for a quick throw. He's got it for a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, and you've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
The offense will call a timeout. That's their second for the half.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And completion makes it second and short. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, just throw the ball away, see what happens on this next down.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught quickly. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. And the Trojans come up the line to crank the tempo up here. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He lets it go on the move, looking deep. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
Chris, the defense catches a break here. They got behind coverage, looked like a big play, if not a touchdown, and the receiver just dropped the ball.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion, probably the best result he could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome anytime you throw into double cover.
4th and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw to his receiver. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Hey, they hit this for the first down, and I kind of like the approach. Be aggressive. Show your players that you believe in them, especially early in the game like this. Take a chance, and here it works out for him.
He knocks this one right through. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick this away to start the second half. Bringing it out, it's Proctor. It's a fumble. The returner loses the football deep in their own territory. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Important possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. Receiver makes the grab. Touchdown, Trojans. This offense cannot be stopped. Another touchdown strike. You win national championships with elite quarterback play. Hey, Kirk, this guy's putting on a show.
I mean, this is a national championship. Can you imagine having this kind of performance? This is something that we'll always remember. Right now, this defense is overmatched with his ability to throw the ball and the receiver's jobs of running routes. Everything's in sync right now.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Proctor. And he's tackled just short of the 25. Offense makes their way on the field. There's the handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Just trying to get rid of it. Throws the ball away, but not before taking a hit.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss just having one of those dream performances.
The Knights will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Looking to pass here on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. Pass falls incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Keeping it on the ground here. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The Knights will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Oh, a reverse. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Knights. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring route.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense. Man, that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And the extra point was up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. When he's got some space here. And bulldozing his way through. It's a very nice return before stepping out of bounds. Puts the offense in nice position to start the drive. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And the receiver snags it. It's complete. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent game. Moves the ball to the 33.
They're going to pick up the first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart, think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. The Trojans hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. On third down, it's a handoff. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up a first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, USC. This back cannot be stopped. He is writing his own chapter in championship game history here tonight.
Chris, can you think of a time where we've seen a back have this kind of dominating performance in a national championship game? I mean, it's been some time. This guy's running hard and just so much fun to watch.
Bringing it out, it's Proctor. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
The defensive coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. Sophomore trying to make a play, but put too much on the throw. After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on 3rd down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
We finally see a change-up from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Here's a gamble. Head coach keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This is a game-defining gamble. Coach going for it this close to his own end zone. Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking to scramble. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in cross territory.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's 4th down, you've got a good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
Got a lane. Can he get in? Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And the Trojans line up with a 1st and goal. They can't punch it in on the ground. The defense holding firm there on 1st down.
The back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
That's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. Touchdown, SC. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
Extra point makes it a 17-point game. There's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Proctor. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time, they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. In the clear at the 25. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. And looking to throw now on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Even on a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. There's too much on that ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. On third down, he drops to throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Needs a completion here on fourth down. He stays alive. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. The offense recovers, but doesn't make any difference. They're short on the fourth down play.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. He's very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Looking for some space. It's Peterson. And the ball on the ground. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
What a play by this defense. Trailing in the second half. Really, the only way you can get back into this game is create turnovers. Ball's on the ground, they pounce on it, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Using that challenge, a smart move by the head coach as the officials overturn the previous ruling on the field. And now the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. They'll try to run for the first down. He's got room looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Southern California. And the beatdown continues. So the offense flexing, Kirk, and stretching the lead here now in the second half.
Well, you can catch your breath here a little bit if you're this offense. That touchdown can help you out. But now your own defense can help you preserve the lead so you can go back out and continue to build upon that to the finish.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Bringing it out. It's Proctor. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. The last time they went forward on fourth down, didn't get it, and ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. First down. They're going to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pocket breaking down. He's looking to scramble. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback drops back. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a 1st down.
Boy, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And the freshman able to get home with the sack. The Knights will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Well, here we are in the national championship, and you always talk about offense. And it is. It's become an offensive game. But how fitting to see this defense. This team has a nice lead and a large portion.
There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Stop at the 36. That's good enough to beat the Sticks.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given a quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want, whenever we feel like doing it.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, stopped the ball at the 44.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
It's an option look. Pitch to the back. Gets some space around the 30. Touchdown, Trojans. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Proctor. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. And the UCF offense back out on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Gets rid of it on the move. Finds his man. It's Richardson. They bring him down after a short gain there. The Knights come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's only his 2nd catch in this entire game.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Catch is made way down inside the 30. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, UCF.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You get the ball and the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Lining up to try the extra point. And the PAT is good. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to recover the football. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They really built momentum on the defense. Make adjustments. Come up with a stop here. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Give it to the back again. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Fired into a tight window and picked off. They get him down after a short return, but the interception gets the football back to the offense at the 36.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
The secondary backed up off the ball now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
Well, as a defense, you'll take that all day. No problem at all. You give up a short little route. You tackle him inbounds. It keeps the clock running. It's a great job by the defense.
And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. The Knights will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. His arm might be sore after this performance. That's more than 450 passing yards now.
You think his arm's tired? Man, look at that defense.
Yeah, put them in the ice bath, get him some oxygen. It's been a tough day.
Man, they have been confused this entire day. Quarterback's just firing away, and this defense cannot slow him down. Right now, this quarterback is just dicing him up.
Offense facing a 2nd and 10.
Chris, this offense coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
The Knights are on the move here. Tight end goes in motion. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Rhodes. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Running out of time in the pocket. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball's incomplete.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Pressure is nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. That decision to go for it on 4th down doesn't work out.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here, because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line. How about the big nose tackle? Known as a run stopper, but he gets to the quarterback that time.
Yeah, usually the big man is off the field when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You know, like you said, Chris, this guy's usually known for just eating up blocks, but the big man there shows he's got enough twitch to get to the quarterback, and he gets a sack.
The Trojans will have to punt this one away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. Not a very good boot. Sets up the offense in great field position. That's a poor punt. Goes out around the 40. Offense takes over in plus territory. Okay, so the UCF offense is back out on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here. Just playing for pride at this point. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And he drops back in the gun. He's escaping the pocket now. Incomplete, and that shot to the end zone.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. He's running out of time here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. Monster stage, another touchdown. This quarterback and receiver having a game we're never going to forget.
Well, and the defense right now has got to be pulling their hair out, trying to come up with ways to slow him down, whether they play zone or they play man. Nothing is working, and give credit to this quarterback. He just keeps dialing up his guy and keeps coming up with touchdowns. Defense not fooled at all there. Nice job of stepping up and stopping that 2-point conversion.
It looks like the hands team were able to recover the ball. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. This has been a tremendous performance by this team. Now just the finishing touches. Run out the clock and let the party begin. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Finds room at the 30. Touchdown, USC. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big game and a big-time score.
Setting out to try the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Proctor. And he's tackled at the 25. Same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. And here comes the UCF offense back out on the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. And looking to throw now on first down. Taking a shot here. He's picked for a third time tonight. Going the other way, can they stop him? So a great return following the pick. They're finally able to get him down.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you'd hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. Say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship and they just got hot at the right time. And then there's other times when it's been clearly the best team in college football all year. To me, these guys have been right up there as a top team in college football, and it's very fitting that they not only win it, but they win it in grand fashion.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the USC Trojans.